It took me 9 insanely hard years of my life to eventually become a doctor of dental surgery. In these 9 years, I've experienced some of the worst moments of my entire life. So in this video today, I'll show you why every single moment of struggle, whether it's through studying, long nights, endless days of preparation, is all worth it. You know, I dreamed of becoming a dentist at the age of 14. And yeah, I also wanted to go to the NBA at the age of 14, but things didn't work out. So at the age of 14, my teeth were absolutely jacked. I'm telling you, they were horrendous. After seeing the work that my orthodontist did with me, getting my smile fixed, and also shadowing in her clinic, I realized the immense impact that dentists have on their communities. Growing up, I often joke about Indian Americans being brainwashed by their parents to either be in science, medicine, or some kind of engineer. I didn't have many choices. If I chose to become a musician, I would just be disowned by my family. So dentistry seemed like the really good path at the time. But in all sincerity, I truly thank God and my parents for showing me the path to becoming a doctor, and more specifically a dentist, with a life filled with incredible amounts of purpose and enjoyment in my day-to-day life. I've been on the same journey you're going on now, and in many steps along the way, I questioned if any of it was relevant. At times, the material you're learning and being tested on seems so irrelevant to your future that it feels like you're not making any progress towards your goals. Then you might question if the loan that you're about to take on, which is upwards of $500,000 to $700,000 in debt, when you see the numbers of the average salary of a dentist, how many years it takes to become financially independent, all of these factors may make it seem like dentistry is dying, or it's a thing of the past, or you shouldn't pursue this. One of my latest YouTube videos coming up, you'll see a very special moment of mine where a $45,000 check hit my bank account from 18 days of work, and I shared that moment with my mother and father, and currently I'm on track to do over $500,000 this year. So in this video, I'll share how my life has transformed 1,000 times better after graduating dental school and stepping into the role of becoming a general dentist. I know how hard the process can be while you're going through it, and I know how hard dental school is. I don't believe dental school should be this expensive. But the moment I graduated, the world opened up to me, and it felt like once I put on that white coat, the universe started speaking to me. Everything started to make more sense. You will become an extraordinary figure in your community and in society. You will be an influential figure where your friends and family look up to you, respect you, your patients admire you as a healer of their suffering. I remember my first day of clinical practice, the dopamine, the serotonin was flooding through my brain. I was so excited. My whole life's work has finally led up to this moment. And ever since that first day of work, I've been given a sense of purpose, which is something that I think we're all seeking in this world. But with this gift of purpose comes a lot of responsibility, and you need to be extremely emotionally intelligent for a job like this. When you start working as a dentist, you will quickly realize yourself in these situations pretty often where you're with people at their all-time lows, and they're looking to you to save them. Yes, we are talking about teeth, but they're looking for an exit, and you are their path out of pain and misery. You know, I joke about it with my colleagues about how ironic it is for a dentist to constantly treat tooth pain every single day, where most dentists have never really experienced tooth pain. And you ask your classmates or people who are trying to become dentists, most of them have never had a filling, or they've had maybe a cavity or two. And it's like, when you start to see people who need extractions and root canals, you will feel the immense amount of purpose when you are able to heal them. They come back in a week or two and they say, thank you so much. Going to work every day and hearing a similar story of somebody suffering in pain, and then you relieve them of that in a few days or a week, you realize the immense importance of dentistry in people's day-to-day lives. Patients in pain one day, I take the tooth out and they're feeling better the next day. I have helped single mothers who are literally in tears and they just want to feel better so they can take care of their kids. I have helped fathers who just want to provide for their families, can't even go to work or sleep. But it's an absolute blessing to be able to provide this kind of care for other people. So once you graduate, you will come into a position of power, and you will have an ability to make an impact on this world with your own hands. And this all may sound cliche, but there are so few jobs out there like this. You go to a primary care doctor, they write a script for a couple pills and throw it at you, and hopefully it goes away. They don't know what to do. They refer you out to somebody else. Yeah, we can refer out, but general dentists have the scope to handle all types of problems. It's a beautiful thing. And when you are in these situations with these people, it becomes very emotional, and then you become very empathic and understanding of their situations. There are so many times during the week that I literally want to cry with somebody. That doesn't make me soft. I think it just makes me very understanding of other people's struggles at times. Literally yesterday, I cried at work. Like, how many jobs can you say, like, yeah, you just cried at work, it was great? No, like, I had a patient come in yesterday with a broken set of upper teeth, and she says, hey doc, I'm here from the domestic abuse program, and the program said that they would cover my upper teeth to get fixed. She later shared a little bit about the story of what happened, and when I told her we were able to help her, we were able to bring the prices down to make it more affordable, to help her get the care that she needed, to give her a permanent fixed bridge for her top teeth to get her smile back, it was such a special moment in my life. And I think most people outside the four walls of a dental practice don't understand these really special and touching moments that we share with patients on a day-to-day basis. Now, the next way my life has changed since becoming a dentist is that now I'm stepping into real money. And if you're spending all this money on tuition and taking out loans, and financial independence isn't important to you, then you must not be being truthful with yourself, because I think we all are in this profession to have a good life for our friends and family and take care of one another, live a life worth living. In one of my latest YouTube videos coming up, you'll see a very special moment of mine where a $45,000 check hit my bank account from 18 days of work, and I shared that moment with my mother and father. And currently I'm on track to do over $500,000 this year, and I'm just starting my third year out of school. Yes, this is not the norm, I understand that, but don't for a second think that it can't be you. If you followed me long enough and you've seen my earlier content, you know my story. I had the 2.9 GPA. I barely made it through undergrad. I got rejected from 34 schools in my first cycle. I'm sure your situation is better than mine. Point being, we're all in a position to do numbers like this. All to say that this amount of money has changed my life for the better. So if you think a student loan of $500,000 is not worth it, somebody telling you that this is a bad idea to become a dentist, you're listening to the wrong people, because I'm able to make that entire loan that's gonna allow me to work for the next 30 years in a single year. I'm not even where I want to be yet. I don't even have a practice. I work for somebody else. And I'm not here to flex on anybody. I'm trying to explain that this is a dope profession. You can make a lot of money. You provide value to so many people in the world. If you become a lifelong learner, if you desire to become the best dentist you can be, the sky's the limit for you. If you don't think any of the things I'm telling you are possible, then you need to change the way that you view reality, because your reality is just determined by your thoughts. And the quicker you change your thoughts, you're able to manifest endless amounts of possibilities and opportunities for yourself. And this is a very unique profession that allows you to really chase your dreams and reach for the stars, because anything is possible here. I looked up to my older brother and my orthodontist when I was a young kid, because they had a lifestyle that I wanted to have. They were making money that I wanted to have. And if you follow me on Insta, you will see the dope lifestyle that a dentist can actually have, which makes all these years of suffering worth it for you. In the past 3 months alone, I have visited Colombia, seen Camino 13. I got to go back home to New Jersey to spend time with friends and family for a wedding. I did Croatia for Yacht Week, 8 days on the Croatian Sea with 9 of my best friends, with a private chef, living an awesome life. And I went hiking in the Colorado mountains. I saw my favorite band Revolution perform at the Red Rocks Theater. The weekend after, I went to New York City for an orthodontics course to learn bracket and wire ortho. I recently just got back from a 5-day trip to LA where we saw the Santa Monica Pier and we visited Irvine. Last winter, I went to Europe for a 3-week vacation with my best friends, going to Paris, Amsterdam, Prague. I'm not trying to flex, I'm trying to tell you what your future will look like. Being a dentist and committing yourself to dentistry will offer you this flexibility. I never cheap out on experiences, because you hold those in your brain forever, and those are so special to me. But with the material possessions, I'm able to drive a reliable car. I just bought my dream watch from Moses the jeweler. You know, I waited my entire life to get this watch, and now I have it at 30 years old. And I'm able to do all of this while I'm living in my dream city of Miami, Florida. And now fast forward 15 years later, where I'm currently living the dream that I once had. Point being, I'm financially independent at 30 years old, and I'm able to take care of my mom and dad. Now, while money isn't everything, it provides immense freedom, and you have to start equating money to freedom. I don't chase money, but I desire to be free. There's a big difference here. And I feel like the money I'm accumulating now is setting me up in a position to be independent and free in the future. When I can get my own practice, I can pick my own hours. And right now I'm really overworking myself as much as possible, but I try to maximize this time to create future freedom. So if you're ever doubting yourself along the way, just understand that you are setting yourself up to live the life that you've always dreamed of. And what's funny is that everybody always talks about working, saving up for retirement so you can have a nice retirement in life after you're done working. But I have no desire to retire. I'm loving every day I go to work. It's fulfilling to continuously learn, help people, and just see yourself get better over time. Like in the beginning, you will be questioning yourself like, I don't know, I don't think I'm good enough to do this procedure, or this is really challenging. And then a year or two later, you think about your struggles and you were like, wow, I've just grown so much over time. Like at 14, I dreamed of being an orthodontist. And now I'm learning how to put brackets and wires on kids. This career is filled with endless possibilities. I think that's my secret to staying young and youthful, is having a big desire to constantly learn. The more you learn, the more the world becomes brand new to you. The financial freedom and the exciting work that you're constantly able to learn keeps me motivated to become better every single day. And it's really changed my life for the better. And the third point I wanted to talk about is that becoming a doctor gives you an immense sense of accomplishment. Like you're telling somebody you're a dentist, it's just a massive flex. And you always get that response like, oh, wow, that's very interesting. As opposed to my finance boys who are just there like, yeah, I run spreadsheets all day. Everybody's like, okay, that's cool. But most of the time people are very impressed when you say that you're a dentist. But when people are impressed, it's because it takes an immense amount of commitment to get to where you want to be. It takes almost 10 years to get through this. People understand that. Anybody like yourself going through this process, you will be rewarded greatly with respect and authority. Don't listen to anybody who says that dentists aren't respected in society. My friends and family be joking around saying like, hey, Dr. Rana, what's up? It's a joke, but it means something deeper. I love being in that position. When I'm at work, I'm the leader of a team of 12 people. And I'm the shot caller, I'm the move maker. The entire operation doesn't move unless I move with my brain and my hands. And I'm able to help provide for their families. Every single day after a long day of work, it feels rewarding to be like, okay, we did that together. I led this ship across the sea and we are all now safe. There's just a certain power that comes with being a doctor, and that's hard to find in other jobs. Try going in corporate, try going to tech. They tell you there's so many better careers than all these jobs, but you quickly realize that you'll be somebody else's pawn for a very long time in these careers, most likely your whole life. Can you imagine yourself being 45, 55, listening to a boss just deal with some BS stuff that you don't want to deal with? No, as a dentist, you should be able to have your own practice at that age, even younger. And you're the shot caller now. That to me is priceless. You're able to control your own lifestyle. Going back to the freedom idea, you are free at that point. And my last point is that while you're going on this journey, be present and understand who's surrounding you, and really try to double tap and open up these relationships with the people that you're surrounded by, because the community that is attracted to becoming a dentist is such a beautiful community of people. These are the people that you want to have in your life going forward, trust me. It's a community of educated individuals who come from good upbringings, prioritize education, have very good values, care about helping the world become a better place, and will all eventually become successful in their own right. I had friends who've done pretty poorly in dental school and now are wildly successful in their own respective practices. I guess I have a very unique situation living in Miami as a dentist, because I come across a lot of wealthy individuals just walking around, going to bars, or just meeting people. But these people aren't the same as my dental friends. People in other industries tend to be more money focused and less purpose driven. The dental or broader medical community is very special, and it's a big reason why I started this YouTube channel. It's to bring us closer together and share through our experiences and grow together. All right, so after watching this video, I hope you understand that you are doing the right things. You are on the right path and things will get better over time. And I'm always here to support you, whether that's getting into dental school, finding your first job after dental school, or even learning how to place your first implant. I got so many fun and cool ideas waiting for you. I can't wait to share them. Definitely hit that subscribe button, like button if you can. I'll see y'all next time. Dr. Rana signing off.